Here's one more little part from my book, Mediocre Mountain. And the sleeping head of Jehovah fell to the ground, and when they found it, it was sleeping. And it was beautiful to behold, deep auburn in hue, with nostrils like a racehorse, and it had an angry look to its eyelids and all about the jowls. But the natural head of Jehovah is unlike the spiritual, for the flesh face is only a head, whereas the spiritual face of the Godhead is really a spectacle. For who hath seen the mind of Jehovah? But we have the mind of Christ back home, understand? Now, if a man were to build an abode from unusual blueprints, or to modify a regularly built house such that its lower floor were to ladder into a closed floor's ceiling, as happened in the Angel's other film, and they colored the ceiling the color of clean air, such that Mr. Ewell, or Axelrod if you prefer, might pray unto the place thereof, which place exists atop the head of the highest God, in the building's upper firmament, where everything is fine. Here is the question. Would the foundation of that house be gold, or silver, or wood, or hay, or stubble? For there are inquisitive stagehands that need to know the practicalities. We can't all reside in Auteur La La Land. If it helps, think of the foundation as the feet of a dream giant. Before you answer, consider the inquisitor's position. His house is already burned up. This he knows. But he himself is somehow saved, here and now. Yes, the man is even higher than God this day. But we need not hollow houses out of the Godhead to siphon divinity, for we are actually the temple of God himself, and the Spirit of God dwells in us already. Yes, he mastered this game long ago. He made it impossible for us to build homes higher than his, for wherever we are, there he is inside us, with his foot on our soul and his left hand motioning, "Rise!" Therefore let no man glory in God, for God's all gloried out, whether Paul's God or Christ's God, or the church doctrine God, or the God of the world, or the death God, or the God of English-speaking America, or the Godling of Xmas, or some weird new Frankenstein God. All are yours. Have at them. They're like chess pieces. They move certain ways. Don't move them otherwise. And Jesus owns you. And God owns the rights to Jesus, so he gets his cut. And remember what I said about the electric chair. Think twice before preaching. That was fun.